If you've ever run a business, you know that pain of an overdue invoice, right? It's more than just a late payment. It's like a slow, steady leak in your financial foundation. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into a system blueprint that's designed to automatically find and seal those leaks for good, reclaiming your revenue. Let's get into it. I want you to think of your revenue like energy that's flowing through a secure grid. Now, when a payment is late, a leak appears. This is the core idea we're talking about, a system that acts like an automated safeguard. It instantly detects that leak and reroutes the lost revenue, yanking it right back into the vault where it belongs. This isn't about chasing people down anymore, it's about having automated control. So first, let's really get into the anatomy of the leak itself. You see, an overdue invoice isn't just some number on a spreadsheet. No, it's an active vulnerability in your cash flow. It creates uncertainty, it eats up your valuable time with manual follow-ups, and worst of all, it can really strain the client relationships you've worked so hard to build. And that brings us to a really important question. What if chasing payments just wasn't part of your job anymore? Just imagine the system that could find and seal every single one of these financial leaks the moment it happens, all without you having to lift a finger. That's the powerful idea we're about to unpack. Okay, let's look at the recovery architecture. And the best way to think about this isn't just as a bunch of software, but as your own dedicated, automated financial team. Each piece of this puzzle has a very specific job, and together they are standing guard over your revenue 24/7. So let's meet the key players. So here's how the team breaks down. First up, you've got the Stripe API. Think of it as the primary monitor, always scanning for overdue invoices. The second a leak is detected, Make.com, who is the orchestrator, steps in to direct the whole workflow. Now, the brains of the operation, the intelligence layer, is Gemini, and its job is to craft the perfect communication. Then Mailgun acts as the delivery bridge, making sure that message gets to the client, no problem. And finally, Airtable is the recovery vault, where every single recovered dollar is logged, safe and sound. All right, so we've met the players on our team. Now it's time to see them actually run the play. This is the automated action sequence. We're going to follow a single overdue invoice as it moves through the system, and you'll see how it triggers this precise cascade of automated actions. So this is how it all flows. It kicks off with the detection phase. A node on the grid starts pulsing red. That's the signal for a leak. Instantly, the system does an aging analysis to figure out how urgent this is. Next up is the synthesis phase, where the intelligence layer writes the perfect message. And finally, you get recovery deployment, where the delivery bridge sends out the communication. It's a totally seamless flow of data, and it all happens in milliseconds. And this is where the intelligence really shines. See, the system doesn't just blast out a generic, "Hey, you're late" email. No way. It crafts a message that is professional, direct, and polite, just like the one you see here. The goal is to maintain firm financial boundaries while at the same time preserving that client relationship. And of course, the tone can be programmed to escalate as a deck gets older, but it always stays professional. But, getting the payment isn't actually the end of the story. The reconciliation loop, that's what makes this a truly closed-loop system. It's that final automated process that confirms the payment has landed, it shuts down all the reminders, and it securely logs the recovered cash. This is the system's mission-accomplished signal. Let's watch how this loop closes. The second the payment is detected, the system starts reconciliation. That red alert on the grid, it turns to a cool, calm teal. All the reminders stop. The money is logged. But it doesn't stop there. It then moves to verification, generating a 100% accurate report that shows you the reality of cash in hand versus what was just projected revenue. It eliminates all the guesswork. Okay, so we've looked at the architecture and the action sequence, but now for the payoff. What is the real-world impact of making this shift from manual chaos to automated control? Let's visualize the results. On the left, you see the old way, right? Forgotten debt that leads to revenue leakage, all those time-consuming manual follow-ups, and that dreaded uncertain cash flow. But on the right, with automated recovery, the system is completely streamlined. You get closed-loop integrity, a zero-touch process, and the thing every business owner wants, predictable revenue. The contrast is just stark. So when you put all these pieces together, what you really have isn't just some tool, it's a complete blueprint. This system establishes a whole new standard for your financial operations, one that's built on integrity, automation, and total control. And here it is, the final top-down view of the whole thing. Every node is connected, every pathway is defined. This represents complete financial oversight. It's not just about recovering late payments. It's about establishing solid revenue integrity through automated authority. This explainer really just scratches the surface of what's possible with this kind of system architecture. So if you want to dig deeper into the actual blueprint and all its components, you can learn more by visiting Business Goto at businessgoto.ca. So I want to leave you with one final thought to consider. Think about your own business operations for a second. What are the small, maybe invisible leaks, those forgotten invoices, the unconfirmed quotes that are slowly draining your resources? What could you achieve if you could seal every single one of them with automated authority?